Guys, Christian here, and I know we haven't posted a video in a couple weeks. I've been busy. My colleague Chris he's been busy, so we haven't posted a lot of videos recently. But we're gonna be picking up on a lot more videos. We're gonna try to make as much videos as we possibly can, and we'll start making more videos. And today we're gonna be talking about WWE Clash of Champions. I'm sorry that I couldn't make a predictions video on Backlash, SmackDown Live's Backlash. I was going to, but I was busy with a bunch of other things going on, such as school and everything. So I haven't had time to make it, and pretty much this is my predictions. I don't know about Chris, but this is my predictions about who I think will walk out of Clash of Champions, the right champion, and who will walk out the winner. First of all, we will start with the kickoff match, which is Alicia Fox versus Nia Jax. We've seen this match already on Raw. We don't need to see this match, in my opinion, because it's going to be repetitive. Maybe we'll get, maybe this will be good. But I think that Nia Jax should win this match. Yes, Alicia Fox has had many years in the company, but I think Nia Jax, this is her time to shine. She's doing pretty well in the main roster so far, being shown as a dominant women's wrestler. She deserves this win, especially over a woman like Alicia Fox. And considering this is technically Nia Jax's first WWE pay-per-view match. Actually, she was drafted to Raw during the draft. She didn't have a match at SummerSlam, but she has a match tonight on Clash of Champions. So in my opinion, I think Nia Jax should win this match. She deserves to win. This is her night, her chance to show that she definitely deserves to be on the main roster. I really think Nia Jax should win this match. Next, we have the Cruiserweight Championship match, which is TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick. I loved the Cruiserweight Classic. I watched pretty much the entire thing. Had so many favorite matches within that tournament. And Brian Kendrick and TJ Perkins, they were two of some of my favorite competitors in the Cruiserweight Classic. Those two guys were actually my two picks to win the tournament. Mostly because Brian Kendrick, the entire tournament was a redemption story for him. Him being released from the company and him coming back to be the best. Yes, a lot of people would want Brian Kendrick to win, but I think it's a little too early to take the title off TJ Perkins, especially TJ Perkins' story, how he was homeless, he's been wrestling since he was 18, he's an 18-year veteran, and I feel like TJ Perkins went too far into the tournament for him to have the title taken off him. And I like TJ Perkins. I kind of like TJ Perkins more than Brian Kendrick. When the tournament came around, when I saw that TJ defeated Kota Ibushi in a good match, I was like, yeah, he's definitely going to win this tournament, especially against Grandmaster League. But I feel like it's a little too early to take the title off TJ Perkins. I think TJ Perkins will be champion for a while, and then maybe after a couple of months, maybe Brian Kendrick would get the title off him. I would really prefer to see Cedric Alexander take the title off him, considering the fact that Cedric, like Brian Kendrick, like TJ Perkins, he had a great match with Kota Ibushi in the tournament. I think that should be a match later on, and that's what's gonna happen. Next, we have Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. I think Chris Jericho is probably gonna win because of his storyline with Kevin Owens. I think that Chris Jericho needs to look strong for when later on he gets involved with because I'm pretty sure Chris Jericho is going to be involved in the Universal title later on, so I feel like he should, he should get involved. So, I feel like for that, yes, Sami Zayn would be losing, and, I think Battleground was his first, pay-per-view win, and then there was SummerSlam, and now this. Yes, Sami Zayn's a good superstar, but he has a long career down the road. Chris Jericho needs to get as much good matches out of him as possible, and I feel like Chris Jericho needs this win if he's going to be involved in the triple threat match at Hell in a Cell later on. Next, we have the best of 7 series finale: Cesaro versus Sheamus. Obviously, Cesaro's going to win because it would be stupid if Sheamus won. news. I don't really need to go into detail about that. Raw Tag Team Championships, New Day versus Carl Anderson and Gallows. I think Carl Anderson and Gallows should win. New Day, they've had a really good run. They have been really good tag champions, but I feel like over the last year they have shown that, like, yes, they can make anything work, but them being as tag champions have been getting a little stale. I feel like around the time of the Royal Rumble, along with Fastlane, I thought around there they were getting a little, boring and everything, especially with their feud with the League of Nations. That was fucking boring, in my opinion. I don't know about everyone else. But I feel like the New Day have done their time. They have done well as a tag team. If they lose the titles, I hope that within the next couple of weeks, they can try to remain as a tag team for a while until maybe Survivor Series for them to, break up the New Day. Maybe they can be involved in the 5-on-5 elimination match. They lose. Maybe Big E or Xavier Woods would turn on the New Day, and then cause the New Day to fall within itself, and then we'll get a triple threat later on down the line. Next, we have the Raw Women's Championship match, which is Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte. First of all, I do not think this needs to be a triple threat match. That's just my opinion. Yes, Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, they're all great workers, but I feel like this is too soon for Bayley to be involved in the championship picture, especially since the storyline for the past few months have been, Sasha versus Charlotte, and especially after a really, really bad SummerSlam match. And the match was okay. It wasn't the best match, but having Charlotte win at SummerSlam was a really bad idea. But after what happened with what was going on with Sasha, makes sense. But I feel like Sasha should get the title back here. I know they want to save the Sasha and Bayley match for maybe Survivor Series or maybe WrestleMania. I know that's what they're gonna do. So I can understand why they would make this a triple threat match, but I feel like Bayley should at least be in the number one contendership area, but not face Sasha yet again. Have maybe Nia Jax go for the championship first. Maybe when Paige comes back, she can go for it, but I just don't think now is the time for Sasha Banks to get Bayley to get involved. And I think Sasha will leave. They will leave the champion, and if not, then I think Charlotte will. I don't think it's time for Bayley to have the championship. Next, we have the United States Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Rusev. I think Rusev will continue. As much as I would want to see Roman Reigns win the U.S. title, yes, I want him to win it because, yes, despite the fact that Roman Reigns has pretty much been fucked over the last couple months because of the whole storyline with Vince McMahon and Triple H, and then it went to AJ Styles, then the Shield triple threat, and now Rusev. Throughout those storylines, Roman Reigns has just been, booed, been roasted by the roster, being shown as a really bad individual. But I think this feud is good. I think that Roman Reigns is better as a chaser for the title than him having the title, in my opinion. But I would want Roman Reigns to win, but it seems here that Rusev's gonna win. If Roman Reigns wins, I'll be happy, but I'll actually be happy because I think Roman Reigns is good as a mid-card champion, not a top champion. That's Roman Reigns' problem. So I'm pretty sure Rusev's gonna win, but in my opinion, I think Roman Reigns should win. Then we finally get to the WWE Universal Championship match: Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is gonna win. Seth Rollins doesn't need this title. He has proven that he can have a really good match with anyone. Seth Rollins, he's a great superstar. He's one of my favorites on the main roster right now, next to John Cena and AJ Styles. But I feel like Kevin Owens just got the title. I feel like I did the same situation with the same situation with the Cruiserweight Championship, as I was talking about earlier. I feel like it's a little too early for them to take the title off Kevin Owens. And I just feel like it's a little too early to take the title off him. And especially if Kevin Owens retains the title, there's a good storyline built for the rest of the fall with like Seth Rollins getting involved, Chris Jericho getting involved, like I mentioned earlier with his match with Sami Zayn. The three of them get into a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell, maybe a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. I'm not sure. It seems like something they would do, especially if they're gonna keep the pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell, which is what they are going to do. So I think that them doing that is something that they're going to do. I feel like that they are going to have the triple threat later on at Hell in a Cell. But for right now, I think Kevin Owens is going to win the title because he deserved it. And plus, like, I feel like Triple H might get involved in the main event tonight, and like maybe like his music can hit, or like maybe he can be in the crowd and distract Rollins so Kevin Owens could win. If Kevin Owens wins clean, then that'll be kind of surprising. But like, considering how the storyline for WrestleMania pretty much seems like Triple H versus Seth Rollins, I feel like that Seth Rollins losing this championship match against Kevin Owens, I feel like it makes sense, especially if Triple H gets involved and costs Rollins the match. That could be even more of a good setup. And like Seth Rollins can be like, I can't beat Kevin Owens just because of Triple H. And maybe in the triple threat match he'll lose, and then like I'll keep going and going, and then eventually lead into WrestleMania. So that's my predictions. To go through my predictions one more time. Alicia Fox versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax wins. Cruiserweight Championship match. TJ Perkins. Zayn versus Jericho. I pick Jericho. Best of 7 series. Cesaro. Raw Tag Team Championship match. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Raw Women's Title match. Sasha Banks, obviously. U.S. Championship match. Roman Reigns. And Universal Championship match. Kevin Owens. So that's my predictions for tonight, and I'll be watching the Clash of Champions pay-per-view either tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. I'm gonna release I'm gonna list my like reaction or like my review of Clash of Champions. Maybe I'll record it tonight and post it either tomorrow or Thursday, or tomorrow or Tuesday. Expected to have it within that time because it takes time for me to like upload this. So that is what's gonna happen. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for more wrestling videos, more gameplay, and gameplays eventually when they come out. I'm Christian Jusino from CNC Productions.